All right. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing this evening? Hope you are doing well. I'm going to admit that the email going out like 5 minutes ago was not on purpose. We'll pretend it was, though. It wasn't because I forgot earlier today, obviously. But anyway, we're back at it. It's Saturday night. Hope everyone's doing well. We've got two amazing kits up for grabs tonight. We've got the RG Wing, as well as the last of the 4 limited edition kits that Feral 404 sent a while back. And I think it's the most exciting one of that batch, which is an RG new clear color version. And should be fun to give away those kits tonight. As usual, the Live 10 code right here is up. So if you want to grab anything from the site, we got HG New, not HG New, HG Moon and RG Wing in, as well as a big display restock yesterday. A lot of things are gone already, but we do have a lot of good stuff in. You can take advantage of that code, save some on that. I will also ask, the only time I'll hopefully ask tonight, if you enjoy the stream, please hit that like button. It does help more people see the stream, get the word out and such. And I think with all that said, I'm going to start going to the chat and say hello to everybody and try to get caught up, which is going to take a while. So anyway, what's up? Keith, Rizik Breaker, Lewis Cortez, Chad Elliott, Kyle Dixon, Dylan Dull, Crimson Thunder, Henry Sandoval. Missed last stream. Oh, bummer. But you're here today. That's what matters. What's up, Leath1, Dylan Perry, Mark S. Hi, Nick. How are you? I am doing well, thanks. Had a pretty good day. Got some stuff done. Finally got bad gasoline I've had in my house for my garage for like 2 years out, which is good. Finally had a hazmat day I could get to. So I'm excited because of that. It's the simple things in life. What's up, Link X? Joseph Albanez, because of you, I bought Moon Gundam. Not disappointed by the engineering. Moon Gundam is a good kit. At least that's what I hear. I haven't built mine yet, but I've heard tons of good things. What's up, Jay Watson, Buster, Amosili, J plus K, Gumpla Viking, Pockets, Sean Donovan, Golisopod 0412, Mr. Navidad, first timer here. How's it going? Welcome, and welcome to anyone else who is new to the stream. Things are good here. What's up, Gam? Urfig. I love the Moon Gundam. I have some pics posted on my Insta. If you steal the funnels from a second kit, it makes it look so much better. That's a really cool idea. Let's see. RDDN, what's up? You kicked my dog. Robert Salo. Metalhead 87. John Billy Carranza, what's going on? Robert Salo, hey, can anyone tell me how the Mecha Warehouse decals hold up if you put them on a car window? It's a good question. Does anyone put their slap on the car? What's up, Orion, Blue Ghost, Cody Ratliff, Josh Pontius, CP, Hero Moose, Will Dababalor? Will Dababalor? What's up, folks? What's everyone building? I'm finishing up my ZZ Verkot's. Good question. What's everyone building? Got another good question for later, actually. I want to ask everybody's opinion on. So Oduro, Corey Johnson, Lawrence Tong, Jake Lynn. Hey, it's been a while. Happy to see you building. Thanks, Jake. Welcome back. X Caius, what's up? Weeks K, working my MG Sazabi. Excited for build night. Awesome. What's up, Chris C? Rob to Builder, Jason Galloway, RG Wing Zero. My backlog's waiting for those sexy names to get work done. I have RG Wing Zero. My backlog. Oh no, I already read that one. What's up, Josh Lambert, Kenneth Lee, Xavier Rojas. Finish my sword Pokedex today. Cool. Carlos Moreno, Zachary, Prib now. Gundam, let's go. Looking to get that Gatling gun kit for a custom heavy arms Leo. Nice. I'm going to be building this to go with the I guess it's not on screen here, but I've been working on past few streams this Gustav Carl, and the gun that comes with it is woefully inadequate for a mobile suit of this size, so I'm hoping the Gatling gun kind of fills that void. Enduro SF, I need to get it set up so I can actually build and record it. What type of camera do you use for the overhead? This is just, it's a, Logitech. I forget I want to say it's like a C920 or something. I wonder if webcams have come back. I think webcams were hard to get. Serious part of the pandemic. Oh, Nick is asking for our opinion. Must be serious. It is a serious question. Tunnels for RG Sotheby. Nice, Mehmet. Ale Strike. Decals. MG Rick Dom. Nice metalhead. Can I have that, Gustav? Well, I wish I could just give it away. Hey, Nick, I do have a question. Have you received return packages like scam returns? Or like I sent that short video to your IG when one store received broken PG kit without box and a bunch of stuff. I have not received any scam returns to date. I've had a few attempts at fraudulent purchases that I've managed to stop, but nothing like that so far. I did see that clip though. If a customer returned something in that condition, they would definitely not be getting their money back. That is not new unopened condition for sure. I'm gonna RG Wing 0 and painting my 30-minute missions contest entry. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna start opening and playing with this Gatling gun kit. I think there's a lot of ways to configure it. So I'm gonna play with it. More decals, MG Tall Geese. Go ahead and knock on wood. Yeah, I'm sure someday I'll probably have an issue like that. A lot of those things seem like a matter of time. Didn't realize what day it was. Was there a weekly update this week and I just missed it? There was a weekly update. It seemed like less people saw it. I'm not sure if it was... yesterday morning, the warehouse was without power for a few hours in the morning, so it kind of made a lot of stuff difficult. I did my best to get everything out there, but I couldn't say if that was an effect or not. Hey Nick, just want to say I appreciate your streams because you're so calm. Lots of streams are noisy. You're not like that. Well, thank you, Jake. I'm definitely not a noisy person. I think being relatively introverted is my strong suit here, I guess. So this will be interesting where all the variations start showing up. Don't want the tripod, I know that. But I guess I'll start in the main part here. The tutorials that teach me how to paint. There definitely are some good tutorials out there. Zodiac Gunplay, yes, Nick lied to me and said that display ovens wouldn't sell quickly in that update. Not as quickly. They lasted at least till the end of the day, I think, which is not quickly by comparison to all the other stuff. The mixers and the sanding pens or whatever you call them were gone in the first, 20 minutes or less, probably less. We're getting a lot more of those in, hopefully. Let's see, Robert Higdon, I am late, but I made it. Welcome. Jake said your streams are great to listen to. They're therapeutic, really. Well, that is a hell of a compliment. Thank you. I'll try not to let it go to my head. I'm having a hard time figuring out how much of various things to get. It's driving me nuts. And then by the time I get the stuff, I really need a lot more because it's, a few months later in most cases. They wanted one of those paint mixers. Corey, I'm going to try to get a bunch of those air shipped instead of surface. So if I'm able to do that, I might have them a lot sooner. I definitely misjudged how many of those would sell. 23. Oh, they missed a display mixer. I stopped to make a waffle in the toaster for my son's breakfast, and then they disappeared. Bummer. I will get a whole bunch more. Thank you, Aaron Nelson, for the sub. I see what the USP, more gun on Netflix, it's more mainstream compared to a few years ago. Do you think our hobby's going to attract scalpers like Pokemon? Do you think we're prepared to deal with that? We already have scalpers. I've talked about that in a few of my weekly update videos, actually. We've had people try to buy large quantities of very popular kits. And I've got to deal with that, which is a bummer. That's definitely been a new thing in the last, I don't know, 6 months maybe. How bad is the shipping delay and tools and stuff compared to kits? There shouldn't be any difference in terms of how we ship stuff out. If you mean from our suppliers, it depends on the supplier. Disbay in particular is pretty slow because we send it surface because it's coming from China, and some of those tools can add up to a lot of weight. And it often takes them a while to get everything packed up. So from the time we place our order to when we receive it is often a couple months. Let's see. Spot SP120, cool. Third-party water decals, same shape and everything as the ones that come in the kit. I want to make the Wing Gundam good and want to not use stickers. The Disbay ones basically are the same, and they usually will have some extras as well that aren't the ones from the manual. Some optional ones you can use. Otherwise, it kind of depends on the supplier or the brand. Even if I'm 60, my dream is to open a hobby store. How should I start? I saw your question. I was going to answer that, I don't know, whenever I got a chance to it. I wanted to be able to give a good answer to that one. But the short answer right now, the thing that you probably should do if you're going to sell a hobby store around Gunpla, if that's what you want to do, is start by trying to, you know, you could start a business buying and selling even like really old, not in stock stuff. You could find a way to get things, and kind of like the reseller scalpers, just not ripping people off on stuff that they should be able to get at normal prices. But try buying and selling something, basically, would be my main advice. And figure out if it's something you actually like. So it's bad enough scalpers as it is. MG Talkies 3 is like 150 before shipping on Amazon. I got it for a lot less at the time. Ouch. Nick, does the birthday code only go out on the actual birthday or a few days before? I think it's on your actual birthday. I think it's like 10 a.m. on the day of your birthday. But I'm not 100% sure on the time, but I believe it is your birthday that it goes out. Any updates on HG Nightingale allocation? We've already, we got very few HG Nightingales allocated to us, and we did a lottery on the Discord to hand them out because it was so few. There are many sites that have overpriced products. Luckily, we have Mecha Warehouse. Thanks, Chad. It's very legit tools. Of the nippers, when I expand my tools, I plan on doing more Disbay. Disbay's got some good stuff. Hey, Nick, any idea when the Calamity pre-orders are going out? Probably this coming week. They arrived on Friday. We haven't opened the boxes yet, but we will get there. Oh, and I missed Orion's message on a scalpel. This death size will be mine. Weekly update 2 weeks ago, if you're wondering what that reference is to. Our Disbay nippers compared to God Hands. I hear they're really close. God Hand probably has a slight edge, but I'm not sure if it's the $20 to $30 price difference edge. Trying to get scribing, but haven't felt the groove of it. Get it. Right about scalper, there are a lot of sellers on OfferUp, and their locals. eBay has even more scalpers. Do you know exactly how many Calamity you got? I know how to find out how many I got. It was a bunch, but even considering how many I think I bought, I'm pretty sure they they'll be gone on Friday, next Friday when the restock goes up. I'll put it that way. What time on Friday they run out, I'm not sure, but a lot of people have been asking about them. It's not like the Katsuki where I only got 12 or anything. I got way more than that, but it's going to be a popular new release, I think. Birthday code came 2 days after my birthday, but my birthday is a holiday. Not sure if that impacted. I'm not sure. I haven't audited it to see when they actually go out. I just know what it says they're supposed to go out. I don't know what stuff impacts that. Definitely huge props to Mecha Warehouse for a quick turnaround. I only ordered nippers and a pouch this week. but shipped in less than 3 hours. Nice. Jake, I appreciate the post. You posted the giveaway rules in the description. Yeah, Jake, I did that last week too. I think that was a really good suggestion. So now it's in there. It'll be really easy to copy and paste it every time I do these. So hopefully it makes things a little clearer for some people. So my serious question. So I got a pair of the MG Tall Geese 2 from P Bandai in this week. P Bandai order from a while ago. I got 2 because I want to build one normal, and I'll probably paint one or do something with it, maybe save it for a rainy day. And it got me thinking, if one is a tall geese, does that mean 2 are, I have 2 tall gooses or 2 tall geeses? What is the plural of tall geese? Since geese is technically the plural of goose, but we're using it as a singular. I am quite confused. Okay, go. What's your answer to that one? Today I drove an hour away from home to find kits. I found Jack, the one store I've been to before, who had a decent collection of barely anything. We don't have a ton, like stock is a big issue. It's a tall geese squared for sure. Throw one more and it's a gander. Tall gander. These answers are amazing. Still tall geese squared. One more, it's a gander. Long duck, 2 tall geese, a flock of tall geese, a honkin' bunch. I like that one. A honkin' bunch is good. More important, why is plural of goose geese, but moose is not meese? Gaggle of honks, tall cobra birds, tall gaggle, a gaggle of tall geese, short duck, African or European. This is excellent. This is most excellent. Yes, a gaggle. See, I think it's just it reverses, right? So I think it's tall gooses should be the answer. Right, you got 2 tall gooses, but 1 tall geese. Which then extends to other things, like if heavy arms is plural, heavy arms. So if you got 2 heavy arms or 2 heavy arm. A murder of geese. Stock problem was definitely highlighted at these stores. I ended up at a store who had just a few kits, and it turned out these kits were pre-built. They're so uncomfortable. That's weird. Heavy armsieces. Heavy armed, 2 heavy arms. But there's technically 4 arms if there's 2 heavy arms kits. Can of worms has been opened. It's called it's called the giraffe birds. Heavy arsenal. Spruce goose, wooden tall geese. Can of worms has definitely been opened. Heavy armory. If you have 2 heavy arms, it's called overkill. Heavy arms and a reload. So Barry VV, heavy arms and heavy legs. Anyway, I just wanted to get that one out of the way. I thought that was a good question. I was not quite sure what the answer to that was. I'm still not quite sure I know what the answer to it is, but at the very least, we tried. Reload has a nice ring to it. Lots of shooty thick boys. Existence of Gundam Pixie implies the existence of other suits named after Faye, like Gundam Knocker and Gundam Dryad. Giant Gatling. Yes, I'm working on the Giant Gatling to go with my Gustav Carl, because the rifle that comes with it is sort of inadequate. I haven't seen a stream in a hot minute, but what kit are you doing now? Wave, I'm working on the Gustav Carl. I've been building this the past few streams. I'm actually working on the Giant Gatling to go with it, because the gun that comes with it is not wonderful. Tallgeese 2 or 1, which is better? It's a good question. I wonder what everybody thinks about that one. I like the original Tallgeese. I like the Tallgeese 2 as well. I mean, Tallgeese 2 is basically the Tallgeese 1 with a repaint for the most part. There's not a ton of different parts, different face or something. Lonely Driver, when's the giveaway? We'll be doing the first draw for the giveaway probably in about 10 minutes, and then we'll make more attempts as the night goes on until we hopefully have a winner. Two of Trace hadn't piloted. Like the stream, how are you, Nick? And everyone, what's up, XS Gunpla? Everyone currently building PG arcs and Unleashed. Just finished phase 3. What are you all building? Nick Kid is looking great. Thanks, George. You watched the Gundam Hathaway Flash movie? I haven't yet. What about Tallgeese 3? I definitely like Tallgeese 1 and 2 over 3, I think, for the most part. Sir Chalupa Batman, thank you for the sub. Okay, A2 21. I think there's 3 of those. Gonna milk this Gatling gun since this is like all I really plan on working tonight. I got some decals I can do if I run out of stuff to do. Use a Jester shield and made a bazooka from the bin on my Carl. Then made a handle so the shield is a punching shield like the Zaku 1S. Nice. Only Driver, thank you for the sub. I'm gonna do handheld for this gun or use a tripod? Handheld, it's definitely handheld. It's a Baxel Coronado. There's just a kit bash of Tallgeese and Epion. That's pretty accurate. Like, it's Tallgeese 3 is definitely cool, but I think Tallgeese 1 and 2 is, I don't know, I like the designs better. What kits are good at Kit Bash? A lot of kits are, basically. 30-minute missions are, like, pretty much designed for it, but I mean, if you think about all the Build Fighters stuff, I think has that in mind. But those are basically just other kits repurposed, so if you think about it, really, like nearly any high grade will kit bash with their high grades pretty well for the most part, with a few exceptions. Not this a race you were taking this long for HG, then how long would it take for a PG ARX 178 Mark II? I'm not sure. The only PG I've done was the GPO1, and I did the snap build and sanding and stuff, no panel lines or any other detail work. Axel Coronado, thank you for the sub. And I did that in, I think, 26 hours continuous, and then another like dozen streams to finish the FB armor that goes with it. So I would think that, you know, that'd be like 13 streams or something to do the Mark II, assuming it was in the same ballpark of difficulty. A really cool scene where it's a battle between a Messer and Gustav Carl. I hear Gustav Carl got a good screen time in that one. Grabbed a few Leo kits from Hobby Lobby earlier, so I snapped 2 of those together with some stickers from various RG and MG kits. HG Leo is a nice kit. I missed the completed GPO1. Oh, bummer. I still need to do the water slides and stuff on it, but I needed to take a serious break after the amount of time I spent working on that one. Such a slow builder these days, Barry. I feel your pain, especially with the streams. I think I build a lot faster when I'm not trying to keep up with chat and do giveaways and all the other stuff. The GPU won't make its way to the studio. It might. I'm not sure. I do need to find a good home for it, I think. But I need to finish it first. But I could see it going over there. Have you played any Gundam-related games? Not really. Was there... I don't know if I've played any. Well, I guess I played that mobile game that came out a couple years ago. Gunpla Battle World Online, or whatever it was called. I played that briefly. Got my son and nephew in a building over COVID. Wife thought it was bad when I was buying for myself, but I buy for the three of us. Yeah, that's always rough. Got my wife building over the last year or so, but thankfully she's extremely slow, so it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. Do you play games or Gundam games? When I was a teenager, I considered myself a serious gamer. I played a lot, usually particular games with a huge amount of hours invested in those games, but I haven't played much since then. Every once in a while I get into a bingey mode and I see a game that I have to play, and then I'll play it a lot for a week or two, and then I'll usually like exhaust my addiction and get out of it before it ruins my life. But I used to play a lot of like online games in high school, and I think it was somewhere in college I realized I had other important things to spend my time on. I wouldn't mind spending more time playing games, though. Okay, let's see. Now, if the GPU when you need a pair of aviators or something Top Gun related near it. Series gave off such Top Gun vibes. That'd be pretty cool. I don't have any opinions on the MG Buster Gundam. I think I've heard it's a good kit. Michael Foster, I need to invest in some shelving. I'm obviously out of space. I've got more kits on the way. Definitely need shelving. Krabby, what games? So I was big into StarCraft, the original one. I've never actually played StarCraft 2. I was a big RTS gamer back in the day, so I played a lot of StarCraft, a lot on Battle.net, Command and Conquer, those kind of games. I played a lot of original Counter-Strike, Half-Life 2 were games that were favorites of mine. Fun fact, Half-Life 2 is the only game that I think I've ever like gone out of my way to get it the day it released. And then I played it over the next like 17 hours or something. I don't think I skipped any class for it, but I got through that one pretty quick. And then I've also got into MUDs, multi-user dungeons, which are text games. Think of like World of Warcraft, but without graphics. And so I spent a huge amount of time playing this one MUD that was very well known back in the day, in the MUD world anyway. It wasn't known outside of it. And invested probably like, I don't know, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 hours of my life into that game before I finally, like, I don't know, got burnt out or got busy with other stuff. You think of Gundam Evolution? Not much. I'm not even really sure what you're referring to. Is that a game? Good evening. What's up, Corey? Is there a specific tool you use to apply stickers in the model kits? I use tweezers, but I try to avoid stickers whenever I can and just go with the water slide decals because they're a lot easier. Was a fun build. I have DM Heavy Arms, Talgies 3 Death Scythe. I'm terrified to start them. Never get my hands on MG Flugel. Maybe a decade when I'm talented enough to kit bash master grades. And did you play WoW? I did not. I had a few classmates my freshman year of college that dropped out because of it, though. Let's see, last games I played Heavy Time were recent Spider-Man games and GOW. StarCraft, Command & Conquer, Age of Empires were all great games. Nick, you're OG gamer, yeah, old school. Back when StarCraft Age of Empire was new and the hottest game at the time. I played Sloth Mud 3 back in the mid-90s, what a trip. I think more recently, games that I've gotten involved in, What They Are Billions was a pretty cool game. I saw that randomly, watching somebody on Twitch or something and how to get it. One of my favorite games is Door Kickers, which I think Door Kickers 2 came out. It was a cool real-time, stop-time tactical strategy game, which is really cool. And there was, what was the other one? Mars Outpost or something. There's some strategy game. It was like an economic strategy game based on Mars that was really, really cool because it was a different game. I forget what it was called though. That one was pretty cool. Those are like the only games I played really in the last few years. Okay, let's get ready for this first draw. A good number of people here. Terraforming Mars, that's not it. It was like something to do with colony or... I mean, I guess there was terraforming going on. No, that wasn't surviving Mars either. It was like you ran a corporation or something, basically, and you built different kinds of resource producing things. They basically had like an economy, so prices for different items would go up and down, and you could build whatchamacallit, different stuff, but you didn't like fight in it at all. Off-World Trading Company, that's it, Wyatt. Off-World Trading Company, that's the one. It's a really cool game because it's really different. I like strategy games, and I like when strategy games kind of mix it up. You ever used the gun primer gate remover tools, and if so, do you recommend it, or glass files in general? I haven't used it, or any glass files for that matter. I want to try one though at some point. Okay, let's do our first draw. We've got a really solid number of people here and some really good prizes, so I don't want them to go too fast. I mean, of course, if someone draws at the right number, then they'll go. So let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 1,250. So everybody put a number in chat between 1 and 1,250. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number, even if somebody else takes it, because then we'll flip a coin to break the tie if we need to, or use another random number generator. And then the final thing that everyone wants to know about is I do not ship outside of the US, so if you happen to win and you're not in the US, we'll have to figure that out. Maybe you have a friend or something you could send it to, but we'll worry about that if that happens. Doesn't happen all that often. But yeah, Off-World Trading Company is cool. Door Kickers is really cool. If you're into strategy games, that one is quite a cool game. You basically play like running a SWAT team essentially, and you've got these missions and you control your team and you can set waypoints and how they move and whatnot. It's really interesting figuring out angles and movement to actually cover where you're going and not get shot in the back by the bad guys, so to speak. That one I'd highly recommend. Cool little like indie game. Still working the Gustav. Yes, Jamie, I'm working the Gustav. I'm actually doing a giant Gatling to add to it. Not great at math, but look, there's about 150-ish individuals in here looking to win some free plastic, but only 50 or so likes. It doesn't add up. Dwarf Fortress is a good game too. It's been a while since I played that. It's probably changed a lot since the last time I played that one. But that one was a really cool game too. I definitely binged that one a little bit. Not in a while though. I think I'm super late. The RG New still up. We're drawing numbers right now, Dennis, between 1 and 1250. Rimworld is fun if you like Dwarf Fortress. I might have to check it out. I mean, if I ever have time. That's the problem. Is I'd like to play all these games, but I don't have the time to really get sucked into them, unfortunately. Thoughts on Disc 3.0 nippers? I haven't used them yet. I've heard good things though. So when you're going to give details in the next competition, Tom, I will be giving out details for the next competition on Tuesday. We've got a video planned. It's shot. I think it's basically edited. I need to double check it after some of the tweaks that we made to it. But it should be good to go. If we keep you too busy. Yeah, Barry. Between running Mecha Warehouse and doing all that stuff and the dojo, I barely have any time for my family, let alone playing games. Mr. Jones, thank you for the sub. Play while at work. But Tom, I work for myself. I barely have time to eat at the warehouse these days. I was like taking a couple minutes and playing like an online chess match or something while I was eating my sandwich, but now I'm pretty much like doing more work while I eat. I just don't have the time. Finish sanding this piece and then I'll call time and draw our two numbers. Last big competition ended a year ago. I just remembered that. Yeah, it's been a while. I wanted to do this one earlier, but I've just been so busy getting all the details squared away and all that stuff. What do you guys do on Friday night Zooms? Mostly just build. I'll usually start out actually responding to DMs and comments and stuff just to try to get caught up and whatever other urgent stuff I have on my to-do list, and then I'll work on stuff, and I think everyone else does too that shows up. Okay, calling time. Make sure I don't have the giveaway tracker up. Let's open that up. Start using display nippers. I had both my god hands. Red and blue broke. They definitely keep up the box. Adjusting tool alone. Make you think it's more. I'm actually very happy. They're decent. All those poor grunts did not know what was coming. I think this next one will be really cool because we've got a different theme. It's not like, just Grunt Destruction 2.0. It's, I think, a unique theme that hasn't been done. Just like Grunt Destruction was kind of unique, although weathering and damaging things is not that unique. But the next one will be quite cool, I think. It was actually working during last night's Zoom build. Yeah, that ends up being me sometimes, unfortunately. What's up, Nike? All right, so drawing two numbers. First one is for the RG New. So RG New clear version is number 419. And the RG Wing is 1035. Thank you for the sub, Aduro SF. So 419 and 1035. If anyone got one of those numbers, let me know. And then I'll double check and confirm. If not, we will draw again in, I don't know, another 20, 30 minutes or so. Just keep drawing and shrinking that number range until somebody wins them. Looks like no winners for either. Cool, that means we get to draw again. My cheeks clench for the RG new. I wanted to join the Guard Destruction but didn't have time. Bummer. Well, this time we'll hopefully, you'll hopefully have time. We've got about 3-month window, I think, this time around, so. Should hopefully give people enough time to get their builds done. Seth, what kit is this? Gustav Carl, and I'm working on a high-grade giant Gatling to add to it as well. Right now, that's basically what I'm working on today. The Gustav Carl was basically finished last time. 1, 2... Got the hobby too late to do last year's. Well, I think a lot of people have an opportunity to this year. I think this year's is going to be real big. I think the theme's cool and kind of unique, so we should see some awesome builds. The prizes are way bigger this year, so there's going to be a lot of people entering, I think. How'd you like the Carl, Nick? I've got one in my backlog. I've been eyeing since the Secret Santa last year. It's good. I think some of the joints are a little bit weaker than I'd like, but those can be fixed. But it's got some cool design features. There's a few things I don't really like about its appearance, like those big nubs in the side of the legs, but I don't know if Gustav Carls, or just say Gustavs. I think that one's pretty. I think Carl's makes sense. This man, I had to work on my GM Quell, but was doing the TR6 Hazel 2 at a build day at one of my local stores here in Houston. Nice, Seth. Usually down it was a Friday, no dents in the box, just a hot box because of the heat in Vegas. Can't imagine that's a great place to have packages sitting out during the day if you're not home. I'm excited for the contest, but to be honest, I'm hype AF for Mecha Warehouse Secret Santa. That'll be crazy this year. I guess that sets a deadline. I need to hire a customer service community person by then so I can let them deal with all the details for that. You have a favorite upcoming? You mean like a kit, J plus K? MG Crossman's X1. I'm so disappointed with him. Oh, that's a bummer. Enjoy the contest. Their mission contest I'm entering is my first contest ever. Oh, Secret Santa. We did a Discord Secret Santa last year. That was really cool. And we did we had people assigned to groups, so you were on a Zoom, so everybody in that group would basically show up and open their what they got, and their Secret Santa could watch basically, which is pretty cool. How do you fix those joints? You can anything from like glue, like putting super glue on it, obviously letting it dry before you put it back in the joint. Nail polish, gloss coat, paint, any of those kind of materials. I think Gun Primer makes some strips that you can buy to put on the balls for the ball joints. There's a few options out there. So I'm unemployed, so I can't participate in Secret Santa unless that changes, and that makes me sad. I don't want to spoil someone so much, then cry. There's a lot of time between now and December, so it doesn't feel like it to me, but but there is. Know if you're getting any of the MG Virtue. Yeah, I'll be. If they don't give me any of the Virtue, then I'm flying out to California with a pitchfork. I'm sure I'll get some. I don't know how many I'll get yet. You know when you'll be getting the Bandai Tyrannosaurus skeleton in stock? Wasn't able to get a pre-order in for it. Not off the top of my head, Jason. I forget what month it was. And even if I knew what month it was, a lot of things have been getting delayed. Nail polish can sometimes contain acetone, which melts the plastic, so check to make sure that you doesn't use that before trying to tighten joints. Solution to drawer SF should be the customer service. There you go. I've been thinking about that's probably one of my next hires will be somebody to manage some customer service stuff for me. Just so I don't have to be on the hook to respond to everything and we get faster response times on some stuff. But I'm not sure when that'll be. Just join the Discord. Nice, Henry. Acetone. Yeah, Ryan's not a fan of acetone this week. You're wrong, the customer's always wrong. Note to self, don't hire Artie for customer service. That was easy. It's a remote job opportunity. It may be, except a lot of issues may need to be able to be solved on the floor. I really actually want somebody local, because the biggest thing with customer service for us is that we ship orders so fast that I need whoever runs customer service to be able to jump in and interrupt an order from being packed if an order is on the about to get packed, which theoretically can still be done remotely. You know, they can just call the packer or something. But sometimes some things are like, could be as simple as pulling an item off the shelf and actually reading what it says on the box to verify something. Again, could be done remotely and you just call somebody up who's in the warehouse to do it, but I haven't figured out what I'll be doing about that yet when we get there. I just know that it's on my list of probably the next position to try to fill. You know, live two-way communications, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of things to figure out for that. I think Gustav would look good. Easy 8 colors of full armor, gun of MSV, military green and gray. That'd be interesting. No wonder this time around, Lonely Driver will be drawing again and very soon. A110. Zip one. Gustav will look good. Easy 8 colors. Yeah, I think I could see that. I'm still not sure what I want to do. Some sort of military type colors, maybe a gray or green thing going on, but I'm not sure. Jeez, full armor Gustav would be thick. Yeah, I can't see putting more armor on this thing. Desert camo paint job. I don't think camo is good on kits for the most part, I was kind of mad on was the Devil Sky Mobius. It was cool, but I guess for me it was just uninspiring or something. Well, that's a re-rise kit, isn't it? We just hit like the halfway point in Bill Diver's re-rise. So looking forward to seeing the second half of that. Drop them legs and use the gun tank treads. Is that Brandon Stevens? Nick, I can't see putting any more armor on this thing. EFSF, you're fired. I guess it's a good thing I don't work for the Earth Federation. Total Sky Mobius doesn't show up until episode 24. Oh, wonderful. This Gatling's pretty cool. Told you it's better than the original Divers, Nick. Oh, it definitely is. Ever considered a kit bash? I've done when I got a 30-minute missions kit bash that I did late last year. It's actually sitting up here, painted. I'm working decals on it. Some of my times I'm working on kits when I'm not on stream. Anyone beside me desire an updated MG or even HG Serpa custom, that'd be cool. Does Gatling have seam lines? So far, not really. The barrel pieces are each individual pieces, like 2 barrels are connected together, but that's a one piece. So there's no seam. Maybe mold lines, but they're not even super obvious so far. The body of it has a seam line in it, but that's about it. But not the barrels, because the barrel seam lines are kind of a pain. The HG just a cannon are probably one of some of my favorite HGs. Is it the Bandai Gatling? It is. This is the one right here. Hold on, this Waltz line needs a new 1144 line. Maybe they'll do that after the TV versions. Alright, so we got that there. A2 35. That's the one I'm wondering, are you going to get more of? Hopefully. I can't remember if it was on the most recent order form. I think it might have been. It's so hard to say what I'm actually getting more of and when, because they take so long to get me numbers, things get delayed so long, it seems like they're not ever coming, and then they'll show up way late. I want to show a friend how you can make a sensible and better heavy arms. Well, this would definitely be a good option for a Gatling gun for heavy arms. Even for like the MG, it's pretty solid size. Considering the Gustav Carl is not far from the master grade wingsuits height-wise. This is going to be like perfect. I always talk about wanting an MG Zigaki, but I really would like an MG Zaku 1 2.0 or some kind of re-release. That'd be pretty cool. Zaku 1 2.0. There's got to be one, right? HGC Silverbolt Suppressor Knife. Finally going to finish building his extra arms. Nice. We did my old 100 Serpent, and could benefit from the wing MG frame overhaul. Uh-oh, some of this stream freezing. Hopefully that's just arty. I still see movement over here. Thank you for the sub, Jesse Villanueva. I wonder where we're at sub-wise. We were closing in on 2K. Last time I checked, like 1960 something, and we've had at least 5 or 6 subs that I've seen since the stream started. This is really cool. But yeah, it's pretty solid. That's gonna be way better. Lewis, hey man, can you get some more display curing ovens? Because I got approved from the wife to buy it and it sold out. We'll get more. I just didn't get a ton of them because they are pricey as hell and they take up a lot of space. So I didn't want to buy a ton and see that nobody wanted them, but we sold what we got, you know, inside of like a day or two. So we'll increase how many for the next order and get some more. Let's see, have you built any other Transformers kits from Flame Toys? Nick, Super Pikmins. Yes, I have the G1 Optimus. I'm actually pulling it apart for paint. I have approval for a lot of stuff, but my wife yanks approval when she wants something for herself. Santiago, what about the nippers? Okay, A1, 5, and 6. I just don't expect them super fast because of the shipping times and stuff. But we'll definitely be restocking. Anything that's display that's sold out, we'll be planning on restocking. It's just a matter of how long. Chance, you might want to check your stream. You look like you might be a little bit behind. Throwing a number in chat now. Trying to get an Eligo Mars of some kind with a curing oven be of dire importance. I have no idea, R. Riker. Display 3.0 nippers in stock. Do you have them in stock or to be ordered? They're in stock. Anything that shows as in stock on the website is in stock. If it says pre-order on the page, then it's a pre-order. It should be fairly clear. Just note if you ever order something that's for pre-order with stuff that's not a pre-order, the non-pre-order stuff will not ship until the pre-order item comes in. Do you have in-stock alerts on the site? I have looked and can't find. They're definitely there. I don't know how to show you right now, but down, I want to say down by the add to cart button, there should be a little button for in-stock notifications. Plastic is really nice on this Gatling gun. These nubs are coming off real easy. We'll be doing that next draw in just a minute too. I'll be throwing up a number range in a moment. Oh, it looks like we got a lot of viewers tonight. If anybody's new and I haven't said hello, I'm sorry. Welcome to anybody who's new with us tonight. With the big extra special prizes, some other people might have heard about it or decided to take the plunge and join us for the night. Any chance of getting the HG Nightingale, or just like everything else, kind of up in the air if and when you'll be getting them? So I will be getting them. The reason they're not on the website for pre-order is because we got allocated a tiny amount, only 12. I wanted way more than that. I ordered like over 100, I think. And they only are giving me 12, so we put them up on the Discord and did a lottery there to assign who could pre-order them, because it didn't seem that they would have been gone so fast to put them up on the website. So when we get more, we'll hopefully get more. I imagine they're going to make more because they went super fast, but I'm not sure why I got so few. Can you work on my LBX Nemesis? Nice. What grid order are you using to remove nubs? These are about like 400, 600, 1000, 1500, give or take. So that's what I use. Okay, so let's figure out this number range real quick. So we've got about 142 people in here. 2 prizes still. More draws. You plan to build and review the Nightingale kit? I do not. I might build one at some point, but I'm not going to take one of those few away from people in the short term, and I don't do reviews, so I don't plan on doing a review. Okay, so second draw. Let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 900. 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number, because if someone else posts the same number, we'll flip a coin to decide who wins. And I do not ship to non-US addresses. Someone just said they did not see the results. So I DM'd people. I didn't post to say that I sent them out. I probably should have. But for whatever reason, I forgot to. I think because I was working down the list, I had a few people that had to back out. But everybody who was getting one was already contacted. At least in that initial batch. Hey Nick, just wondering, any news if the RG Sosby will be getting a re-release later this year? I think it might have been on the list. I can't remember though, for sure, but I want to say it might have been. But of course I won't know for sure until they let me know what I'm getting. It was not though. I would assume early next year it will probably be up again. Hopefully. You guys, my internet is awful tonight for some reason. The stream went out for me. What's the range? Between 1 and 900 already. Okay, calling time. Okay, drawing 2 numbers. Oh, that's interesting. My different chats give me different cutoffs here. You kicked my dog. I think you're in, at least according to one of my screens. And Bobby and Sir Chalupa Batman posted a little bit after on both screens. Okay. First number, 879 for the RG New clear version. And 92 for the RG Wing. 92 for the RG Wing. 879, 92. I'll let you guys check. If it looks like somebody won, let me know and I will confirm. A228. No winners. Bummer. We will draw again in, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. That range will just keep going down each time. Surprised in the 92. I feel like lower numbers tend to have more people enter them. Someone is only one number off from getting the RG new gun on. Yeah. So what we're doing tonight. Good, Bobby. How are you? Who managed to check out the tour video from earlier this week, back on Tuesday? Anybody get a chance to watch that? It's a good Saturday night. Finished the HG Shia Quanta last night. Nice. Close only works for horseshoes and grenades. I'm going to take your word for it, the grenades. Hey Nick, you should have Orion and Dylan be in the vid and introduce themselves. We're going to be doing a video where they, or videos where they're going to be in the future. We'll be hopefully shooting the first one this coming week maybe, or the following week, depending on how long it takes to figure out our audio situation. It was awesome, great job. Thanks, Lewis. Watch it, nice setup. Thanks, Corey. RX-178 Mark II, yep. Tour 2.0 was awesome. Tour video was cool. Tour video, nice. I'd like to meet the minions. Dylan, we're gonna do it, definitely do it. Not a full tour if we don't see the bathroom, Nick. Well, Carlos, somebody posted on the Discord anyway, I think somebody posted a change.org petition about showing the bathroom. I don't think anyone signed it but the person who posted it. But people seem to be upset about it. Hoping the warehouse tour would have been where 2009 MTV Cribs has. Must witness the porcelain throne. I hate to break it to you, but the bathroom's not all that cool. You guys, you got working for you like Bill Gunpla too? Yeah, the both minions Dylan and Orion are definitely builders. In fact, that was, like, I guess it wasn't necessarily a criteria, but it certainly makes the job way easier when you understand, you know, what things might have multiple kits with similar names and stuff like that, so you know what to watch out for. As long as this bidet is cool. No bidet. Our video editor is not Santana, the media person is not a builder, or not yet, maybe is how I should put it. We'll get her at some point, I bet, but sounds like someone with an awesome bathroom would say. No bathroom because Supreme Leader Nick doesn't go number 2. And that was mainly because it's hard to find people who are builders and have particular skill sets like that, at least that were local. If I could have relocated somebody, I'm sure we could have potentially found somebody that was a Gundam builder to do the video stuff. But that said, Santana's great. He's doing an awesome job, so I think we lucked out either way. If you move to a new location that your video needs to be, circa MTV Cribs, because of one Gundam in the warehouse bathroom, I heard. Name a secret ingredient for spaghetti sauce. I'm cooking and want to kick it up a notch. Everyone goes number 2 at work. Especially when you're a consultant billing by the hour, let me tell you. Now that I work from home, I go number 2 at work. Carrots, they absorb the acid in the sauce. Interesting. Work flat rate at a dealership. Reference to the movie The Interview, and James DeFranco exclaims, "My man doesn't go number 2. Ground turkey, my spaghetti sauce. Zucchini is good. If you were a soldier in the 1-year war, what would you pilot? What kind of weapon equipment loadout would you have? 1-year war. What was 1-year war era stuff? Am I Federation or Xeon? And before you say, like, I get to choose, like, tell me which one it is, because in real life you don't get to choose what side you're on necessarily. It's where you're born, right? So... What's up, Easy 8 Boy? Go Xeon then. Okay, so if I'm Xeon... Most likely some sort of Zakugan. What would the loadout be? It would be AE and it would just supply units to both sides. There you That's the best place to be. It'd probably be some sort of Zaku, I guess, and I'd probably, I guess if I had the authority to customize, I'd probably steal some sort of Gatling gun, because those are always cool. Something big. Rigged out for space combat. You can customize you'd be an ace. Appreciate the confidence. Zaku Federation intensifies. Goof flight type outfit with external speakers, so when I'm doing a bombing run on the enemies, I can blare Ride of the Valkyries. Big series Zaku mobility, high mobility Zaku 2 when. You're a Zaku pilot, how do you react when you see a Gundam inbound? Obviously, with a hopefully a calm, cool, collected demeanor. If you're a mechanic, would you work for Zumad, Zionic, SNRI, or EFSF Engineer Corps? AE is forbidden. God, I don't know. These are tough questions. You know, there's a ton of time, but have you thought about what you're going to do for the charity build if you do it again? I started thinking about that again, Tom. I don't know yet, but I have some ideas. I'm just don't think that the options that I want will be available. Like, I would love to do a oh, what's it called? Apparently it's getting late because I'm losing my mind here. The Frantes, the GP Stardust Memory, the big mobile armor thing for the Gundam. What was that called? It was a high grade of that. I don't know why I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but one of those would be really cool. But I don't think they're going to reprint between now and then. And they're so expensive, so it's kind of... Dendrobium, that's what it is. I feel dumb today. So Dendrobium would be really cool. But there's like nearly no chance of getting one, so without paying a ton for it, that would be a pretty cool, like, ridiculous build to try to do in one big shot. And so otherwise I'm not really sure what I would try to do. I'm looking to get one reprint. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely going to snag one next time. I ended up snagging a Ding and Dent PG Mark II, which would be another interesting one. I feel like the only way to actually get through a PG build and not have it take the whole year would be to do it in a stream like that. What's up with that Deep Striker? Yeah, I won't be seeing those for a while. Do all the RG Ava units. I'm not really into Ava though, so AEUG or MAFT. I forget which one it was. I want to say it was an AEUG. I grabbed one off the shelf and stashed it and haven't looked at it really. Someone do a charity for Dendro sometime last year, powered through the whole thing, and I think started another kit after. Wow. PG Mark II is a great build, definitely doable in 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, that would be a good option because I have it. I just, like, I don't know. I feel like I want to keep upping the ante a little bit, but I'm not sure what else to do. And supply being what it is. It's kind of hard to guarantee I can get something else, so who knows. I work for Nick, I'd be that guy with a hidden compartment to build while editing. Part of that kit is the wiring. What's your opinion, Norris Packard? I mean, pretty cool, I guess. PG Unleashed. That'd be cool, except I don't have one. I guess I got one of the Ding and Dent cart that will be going up for Ding and Dent, but I'd have to snag it before it goes up as a Ding and Dent. To try out. Oh, can't wait probably to try out the display oven. Just like to see a Fazverka. That'd be a pretty cool build. B Club, a resin kit one day. That'd be cool too. Probably not in a charity stream for the first time. Built the PG Mark II in less than 24 hours as well, but I didn't do a whole lot of sanding. See, that's the thing, is I sanded when I did the GPO1. And even though I was trying to chug, it was like 26 hours, I think. Which could have been worse, but it's a lot of time. Easiest PG kit is good old Gramps. A lot of the nubs are hidden. Echo with heavy beam weaponry or Gatling. Neozeon with full armor on upcoming build stream. Probably not anytime soon. 311. The other thing that would be really cool to do on a stream like that is try to do like a full painted build in 24 hours or something. It would require a lot of planning, a good setup, and I don't know. I don't even know what, because painting and doing the various steps, sometimes you really want everything to cure and dry first, so build and paint multiple Haro in 24 hours. Cycle Zaku and full armor gun in 24 hours? No way. Way too much. I miss my Twitch emotes. Nice, Raptor. Like, I could see maybe trying to build and paint like a high grade in one straight session. Maybe even build and paint a master grade if it were a simple enough master grade. But I'd be breaking a lot of rules in the process about curing times and stuff. They have a kit of the Gundam from 00 that takes off the armor. I'm not sure. You make a unique thing for the Haro, and when you are done, you can be donated to the kids at the hospital. That'd be pretty cool. Think of the disc based single blade nipper on par with the Godhand 5.0. From what I hear, it's pretty darn close. I haven't used the disc based nipper yet though. Already, can Nick complete a 30-minute mission kit in 24 hours? That sounds about right. Think any good options for resin primer if needed in large quantity? Mr. Surfacer would be rough given I only see them in 48 milliliter. This is 148 scale high new. I honestly don't know. I'm not really up on what all the options are for that stuff. Maybe somebody in the chat has a better idea. So what options are there other than dry rub and water slide? Stickers, there's some Hypercal decals out there, which are kind of something slightly different. The DAF from Double O is coming out late this year. It's the Virtue. Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. I don't know like nearly anything about Double O. The race is on to see if I can even get this this Gatling gun done and ready before the end of the stream. I think I'm getting really close. Putting 3 bottles of Mr. Surfacer will increase in amount as they are 1 to 2 primer to thinner ratio. So I can normally only get 1 HG done in a month, and I haven't even started using an airbrush. Hearing you guys talk about a paint kit in 8 hours blows my mind. I'm talking about 24, not 8. 8 might be doable if you really rush it. I would need a better setup for streaming if I were to try to paint on stream though. I guess it's time for live reaction to Olive Gun and Double O. There you go. I'll stream it on Twitch. An old G system kit sent myself a year. I build one of my stockpiled kits. Paint 1 model per decade. There you go, Chad. That's the way to stretch that backlog out. G system, I think, was that crazy company that produced the 135 EXS. Seen one standing almost as tall as a man somewhere on the internet. That's crazy. The yawn's coming on. So he's just talking about doing a 24-hour build. It's making me tired here. E2, 19, and 34. But let's get this next number range out there. This is the second to last draw of the night. We still have both prizes. We got 137 in here. Let's put a number this time between 1 and 500. So put a number in the chat between 1 and 500. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. If you get the same number as somebody else, we have a way to deconflict that, namely flipping a coin. And we only ship to US addresses. Thank you, Rhinoceros Rex. Excuse me. Thank you for the sub. clue how a human being stays up for 24 hours without coffee. Mountain Dew, I think, was the answer there. At least that's how I did it. I'm not looking forward to being up that late again, though. Done 24 hours a few times without coffee. Thank you, Koa N, for the sub. Thank you, AC, for the sub. How long do you sleep after that 26-hour stream? Already, I don't remember. First stream always coming back minus the 87 package. Getting lost, but amazing stock, great content. 87, first stream and always coming back, minus the 87 package, getting lost. Amazing stock, great content. I'm not sure what you're talking about for the 87 package. That's something we've already chatted about. How long do you sleep after that 26-hour bill? I don't remember. I think I napped and then got back up and then went to sleep as normal. Either through sheer adrenaline or not wanting to get fired because I screwed something up. If I won, head to Troy's stream. If I missed something, is there another 24-hour build session in the future? There probably will be in December again. 6 and yes, I'm about to get another order soon. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. I don't know who anybody's, a lot of people's screen names are, so it scares the crap out of me when somebody talks about something getting lost or damaged. I've done 2 charity streams so far. The first one ended up being a multi-day event because of my son's accident that weekend. It was supposed to be like a 24-hour thing though. And then the second one was a straight shot. Raising money for good causes and stuff. I'm going to take the nubs off this piece and then I will draw our 2 numbers. Still both prizes up for grabs, which is pretty cool this far. And wow, it looks like we're over 150 concurrent viewers, which is also, I don't want to say it's a new record or anything, but that is pretty solid. Did 24 build on my dad's drag car to get it out once after he died the year before. I lost my eyebrows to a carb fire. Ouch. Do you swap out your sponges for every kit, or do you go 2 or 3 kits? Corey, I swap out my sponges about every 2 hours or so. So it's usually every time I start for the night, it's a fresh set. And if I were going for maximum speed, I'd probably want to change them out faster than that. Okay. Let's not forget to put time in the chat. And 1 and 500. I recommend maximum usage for a nipper. I've used mine for 20 plus builds. I was wondering if I should change. I've used these for, if you count all 40 Magnacks as separate kits, at least 60 plus kits. Okay, first number is 448. 448 for the RG new clear version. And number 50 for the RG wing. Let me know if we've got a winner, and I will confirm. Hopefully we give away at least one of those. Have to imagine 50 somebody had, but I think it still cuts good. You're okay. Yeah, basically, in theory, I think you could sharpen them. I was 8 off. Does that count? So far for the right number. Sorry, Chad. Anybody get the right number? Not seeing any winners again. Oh man. Well, we got one more draw. We're going to glory the losers yet again. One more draw, we will shrink that that number range yet again when we do that last draw. Okay, I got the last handle here. So A2 26. Oh, cool. It's got a 1/100 handle and a 1/144 handle. Yeah, it's some improbable luck. I don't know that's improbable. It happens sometimes. Sometimes all our prizes get one in the first draw, too. We all lost together. There you go. All right. So I'm not putting it on the tripod, so I think that should kind of work. So I should try putting this on this thing. Actually made extra weapons for MG. Mirror, did the music get more intense and dramatic? Is this a boss fight? It might be. Yes, final round. Oh, I might want to switch out this handle for the hand for the one without the trigger finger. Finally able to order one of the vices from Nick with the last restock. Was like to get it nice. They're definitely lasting longer. I don't know how many we've got left, but they went so fast the last couple times we had it. It's exciting to have them in stock. Kotobukiya makes modeling support goods, MSG weapons that generally fit 1/100 scale gunplay at least. Chris Wallace, I think your stream is behind. Oh, there we go. Oh, but now the hands are falling apart. So there it is, the boss fight. Eager to get my hands on a Messer. Messer, I think, should be reprinting for the end of the year. I sure hope so anyway. All right, look at that. Master Gustav Carl. It's a big kit. Looks awesome, Nick. Thanks, Pockets. Are the bladeless nippers necessary? Could you use them instead of tweezers? I think they're basically a tweezer, essentially. If you twist the Messer torso around, you get a immaculate. Still waiting for them to make a MGG self. This is pretty cool. Gun's definitely a little more fitting for the size of this monstrosity over here. Yeah, they would look good in black. Probably would. Black, maybe silver barrels or something. Needs like a place to keep the other gun as like a backup or something on the back of the skirt here or something. Would be kind of cool. I don't know how I'd want to secure it though. Much better than the pistol gun it comes. I mean, by comparison, right? So this is the gun it comes with is absolutely tiny. Where'd you pull the Gatling from? It's its own kit, Matt, actually. It's the giant Gatling Build Fighters support weapon. It's got a lot of options. Let me just show some of these other parts here. There's another set of barrels, or barrel tips, I guess. It's got a bunch of parts to convert it to be tripod based, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you'd still be at it. Definitely still at it, Grayson, and all the prizes, surprisingly, are still available. This gun fires $200 custom tooled cartridges at 10,000 rounds per minute. Heavy weapons guy. It costs $400,000 to fire this weapon for 12 seconds. So do RG IBO Jesta. An RG Jesta would be cool. Need 144 disc bay warning decals in the way. I was planning on ordering disc bay on Friday. I'll probably be ordering disc bay on Monday because I got sidetracked with the power outage Friday morning. It slowed me down. Yeah, I feel like I want a way to mount this rifle on the back here. Maybe I just gotta drill a hole or something and use a peg. You know, like one of these little peg things or something to create a storage spot. I don't see them ever making a RG grunt that Nace Pilot doesn't have a custom of. It's the only reason Sakutu and Zeegok have an RG. You could be right, but maybe they'll get to it eventually. Those storms Friday were brutal. Keen as a mess. It's crazy because where I live, I didn't even notice it. But apparently it was bad enough that 30 minutes away at the warehouse, we were in trouble. Yeah, I feel like that would be great back there. I gotta figure out how to mount that. That'll be one of my challenges coming up. Might even be able to snag one of these parts for the tripod thing here to use as a connection point. Maybe even just a little bit of runner or something. Plan on painting this and kind of customizing it a bit, so. I don't want them to put grunts in the RG line. There's so many pro-tag, anti-tag suits to go to yet, and stuff like gyms and the like would only make it take that much longer. That's true too. The rest of the wing gunners with RGs really want a Discital RG. Apparently half the whole country was underwater over the last couple days. Friend from all over the country were talking about flooding. I saw a lot of flooding stuff. Could make a holster for it to go on one of the legs. That would be cool too. I mean, the legs have these interesting protrusions here, these like giant structures that in some ways would be kind of perfect for like a holster kind of thing too. I could totally see having the rifle just stuck down there. Tiny neodymium magnets, embed one in the hip and the other in the gun, fill the gaps and paint over. That would be pretty cool. I might have to look. Those, how small can you get those? That would be perfect for this side here too. You just literally stick it on the leg or on the hip. Maybe I do both. There's a magnet, you can't see it. You got both options. Flooding in my basement, there's a bummer. Flooding in the basement, flooding's always fun. That's where I was thinking since you didn't like them. Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. Sorry, I'm late. Been working on the garage and sitting by the fire pit drinking. Missed all the prizes again. No, actually, both prizes are still up. We'll be drawing our last draw pretty soon. It's like work for having those little model train smoke generators. Magnet small enough to fit in the arm of a Warhammer model. Yeah, the thrusters on the ankle of Wyatt are kind of weakly attached. I'll have to look at doing that. That might be the way to go. I like that magnet idea. I'm gonna put one over here. It's like either down there or on like the side of the skirt here. One or the other. Oh, I like the idea of a spare gun. What was the deal for the giveaway? Sorry, I just got here from the Discord post. We'll be doing another draw in a moment. Basically, I throw a number range in the chat and ask people to put a number in, and then I draw a random number to see who wins. It's matters in the feet, stand in the middle place, step better balance. It's really cool. Tiny's RG Expo it is a seriously stable kit. Something's falling off when it isn't supposed to. Glue as your friend. About the inside of the shield. Oh, that might be a cool place too, Orion. That's a pretty cool idea. There's a lot of surface area on the inside of the shield. I could totally see doing that. Having a way to mount it in there would be really cool. A lot of cool ideas. I'll have to think about that, which one I want to do. But I think that'd be really cool. Get that on there. Because I think I want to paint this thing, and I might use it as a contest entry if I ever went to like an IPMS event. Because I'm probably going to the one here in New Hampshire in October. Sack rewards and Hexagear kits are both 1/24 scale, so now I want to build a bulk and set up a display. You can get magnets from miniatures on Amazon. They're like 2 millimeters wide. I'll put that on my list. I should look for that. Actually, I'm going to do that right now before I forget. Put that on my to-do list. And then I'm going to pick a number range for this final draw. Like how the little gun has a mag. All right. So we've got 136 viewers right now. Let's throw a number in the chat between 1 and 136. Number between 1 and 136. One number per person. Do not delete or change because, like I've said before, we'll be flipping the coin if we get a draw to get a winner. And yeah, don't delete. We also don't ship anywhere but the US. So if you're outside the US, just be aware of that if you win. Well, this was productive. I really like this Gatling gun. This is a way better fit for this thing than that puny gun. The three-way draw happened before? Yes, we've had four ways as well before too. 76 gets called, we're gonna have an 8-way draw. Yeah, if it's a 2-way, we'll just flip a coin. If it's more than that, usually you'll just assign a number to each person. I'm gonna give this a little bit longer. And everybody get their numbers in. Where Gustav needs a missile rack over his right shoulder. That'd be pretty cool too. Use the MLRS from the GPO2 variant, maybe. MSG, there's a pretty cool couple different rocket options. Could look at that too. Need more light gimmicks and stuff. Be great to see. That'd be pretty cool. So between 1 and 136, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Yes, 136. So you have designs for these more kits for Gunpla, Giant Quad, Missile Rack from Kodo. All right. Calling time. There we go. All right. Our first number, 85 for the clear new, and 37 for the RG wing. Let me search for those. Let's see if we got a winner. I think I wrote that down. I already forgot. 85 and 37. I think I see several 37s. So 37, we've got, looks like Wyatt. Is that this current draw? Yeah, Wyatt. MJRL Hobby Stuff. Koa N. Sean Donovan. Luis Cortez. Easy 8 boy. It's a 6-way tie. So I'll probably pick another number against the same numbers people put in there for the new, but let's get these 4. I'm going to record them real quick and assign them numbers. So first was Wyatt. Second is MJR Hobby Stuff. Third was Koa N. And then we got Sean Donovan. Luis Cortez for number 5. And Easy 8 boy number 6. So Wyatt's number 1, MJRL Hobby Stuff number 2, Koa N is number 3, Sean Donovan 4, Luis Cortez number 5, and Easy 8 boy number 6. So I'll do a random number in that 1 to 6, and we'll see who wins. Or as Lily says, Russian roulette. If you manage to get a coin toss phase, you need a minor prize like an NW patch, a sticker pack with your next order. That's an idea. I don't know what I could offer though. Okay, range between 1 and 6. Number 3. Find my giveaway tracker number 3. So Koa N. Koa N is our winner. Send me a DM or email nick@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll send that out. And I'm going to draw one more number across the 1 to 136 range against everybody for that clear. If somebody wins it, they win it. If nobody wins the RG new clear, we will roll it over for next week. So same number range we just had, not posting new numbers. Number 44. I don't know if someone wants to confirm. I don't see a number 44 either. So from the looks of it, it looks like that clear RG new is going to roll over till next week. What numbers were the winners? We had a 6-way tie with number, what was it, 37? 6-way tie of number 37. Tiebreaker was for Koa N, who's going to contact me for the prize. We tried multiple draws for the RG new clear version. So we will roll that over to next week since nobody won it, and hopefully somebody wins it then. About 4 times. Well, I mean, it's free stuff and it's chill as F stream. Thanks, Andrew. We tried. We ended up drawing 5 numbers for that kit. Nobody got it. Shrinking range each time. So we'll give it another shot next week. Maybe we'll have some other cool prizes next week. I plan on being back here next Saturday, 8:30 Eastern. I'm not sure what I'll be working on. Probably a master grade kit starting from scratch. Start in that next one, whichever one it is. Should be a good one. So stop by 8:30 next time, 8:30 Eastern next week. Hit that subscribe button so you get notified when I go live. And yeah, otherwise, see you all later. Have a great week. Night, everyone.